Well, this is the richest race on the Hong Kong Jockey Club's calendar here in Hong Kong, the Longines Hong Kong Cup, a cornerstone of HKIR. And I'm pleased to say I'm joined in the paddock here again by Jenny Chapman and Tosh Onikubo, who's joined us from Netkiba in Japan. Great to have you with us, Tosh. This is a race Japan, they love to win, don't they?
Yes, Tom. Thank you so much. Very strong contenders from Japan.
Which is the strongest one of them, Tosh?
Yes, of course, the highest rated horse, Pantherasa, rated 121. And yeah, I think he got the big chance for this to win.
I think he's got a number of fans out there now after his last performance when he was that tearaway leader. But is that's not normally his race pattern, is it? I mean, I know he likes to lead, but not by that far.
Yeah, actually, Jenny, that's his style. He just beaten on the line in the last time out in the Tenno show, and which was a race, will go down in Japanese racing history books. And I'm sure he will only run one way, guaranteed, to set up a fast pace this time around. And I'm pretty sure that, audience, TV and on site would love to become a witness of that.
I'm sure they do.
More from Tosh shortly. We can see Pantherasa now on screen. Jenny, number one, he looks like he's a bit of a dude. This guy likes to do his own thing, does Pantherasa. And Yoshito Yagi, we know he knows how to produce a Hong Kong Cup winner. Of course, loves Only You last season. He's at 5.8.
Well, you can see he's got the two handlers here. He's all plaited up. He looks very pretty. He's nice and healthy looking in his coat. He's a very strong type of horse. He weighs in at 1,057 pounds, but he actually looks a bit stronger than when you see him close up. Good shine to his coat, just on his toes. So you'd like to see him settle down a touch. So that's the only negative. Everything else about him is good.
How's Down on the Kid looking, Jenny? He's number 6 in the order here. He's at 30 to 1 in the market.
Well, he's down the other end, so I'm going to have to get down towards him. Obviously, they're going to take him out early. He's a 4-year-old colt. He's just heading in my direction now. You can see he's just wanting to throw the head around a touch. Two handlers on him as well. He's just eager and keen. He's a horse that's got a bit of size and scope. He looks really fit, but he is a little bit agitated.
How do you think he's going to run today, Tosh, Down on the Kid?
Yeah, Down on the Kid, Group 1 winning at 2 years old. He was second in what looked very good, renewal of the Mile Championship last time out. He aims to claim his career second Group 1 winning here at SHA Teen.
Romantic Warrior, Jenny, a genuine star, 2,000 metres first up last start. He was oh so impressive.
Was he ever? Won 8 out of his 9 and desperately unlucky when he was beaten, when he covered a lot of ground. This horse has been terrific from day one to observe here in the parade. He's always had a great attitude. He's one of the ISGs. He walks out beautifully. He's nice and relaxed, and he looks in terrific order once again, so he's a solid chance.
Peter Lau, his owner, there on the screen as we move to a Jackdaw, flashy-looking chestnut here. Jenny, thought on Friday morning he might have got a little warm at track work. How's he parading?
Well, he's also quite eager. We've got a few of these eager ones in here that I've already spoken about. He's got a couple of handlers on him. He's a flashy horse, as you can see, with those white legs and the white face. He's sweating up just a touch, just behind and around the flank area, but he's free in his action. He's really fit. So he's not doing too much else wrong.
Looked a very strong run, I thought, Tosh, last time out in the Tenno show autumn.
Exactly, interestingly, his all 12 starts over 2,000 meter, and as you know, his sire Maurice, the beast from the east. So can he replicate his success back in 2016 in Hong Kong Cup? That's the question.
Order of Australia, Jenny, for Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore.
He's behaving himself very nicely here, being clipped out in parts. He's walking out freely enough. He looks really quite fit, going out at decent enough odds here, but gate 11, awkwardly drawn. I don't mind the way he presents. There's nothing wrong with him. He's nice and smooth in his action.
Russian Emperor, Jenny, blinkers are going back on. The shadow roll comes off. He's another one that would probably like a little bit of fire out of the ground, but is he going as well as he was sort of last season? I do wonder.
Well, I don't think he is. I think he needs to lift off those last couple of efforts. He's actually nicely produced so here, Tom. He looks really well. He's very strong. He's walking out freely. His attitude is good. And I think Douglas done a really good job with him as far as appearance goes, so I'm not going to put the pen through.
That is Russian Emperor Douglas White Blake Shin, a Group 1 winner of the City Hong Kong Gold Cup and the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup last season. Of course, formerly trained by Aidan O'Brien. There is the Longines clock here in the parade ring as we build up to the final race of the Turf World Championships. It's the Hong Kong Cup running for 34 million Hong Kong dollars and just over 19 million to the winner. Torbjorn Diamond here, Jenny, always runs a good race, does Torbjorn Diamond. Very honest, Hugh Bowman, Danny Shum, but he's just never been able to quite get one at the elite level yet.
No, he hasn't, and he's awkwardly drawn in gate number 12 here too. So last time he drew gate 1. The horse looks strong. He's always been a very solid body type. His attitude is good. He's been restrained by his 2 handlers there. I think he's okay in his walking action. Maybe needs it a little loosen up in front. But other than that, he's very solid.
You can see on screen there Hugh Bowman chatting with the Connections about to take his place in the saddle. Ka-Ying Star, his 4th international race day appearance here, Jenny, and they bring him to the 2,000 metres once again. He's never been able to win at this trip.
No, look, he hasn't, but nicely produced as per usual, this horse. We often speak about him on the big days. He fronts up every single time. Sometimes he can be successful, at least in the prize money, and wouldn't shock again the way he presents. He's really healthy and fit.
That is Ka-Ying Star, and good opportunity here for Luke Ferraris, the young South African, taking up the irons for Tony Cruz, the 7-year-old by Cityscape. Money Catcher, Jenny, won the Sasa Ladies Purse Beauty Joy with the big weight, couldn't get past him in that, and he ran a decent enough 5th behind Romantic Warrior last time out, but this is his biggest test to date.
Yes, I'm not sure whether or not he's going to be quite up to it, but he's a horse that regularly parades very nicely. Took him a while to win his first race here in Hong Kong, but he was able to do it 2 starts ago, and to look at here, he's really fit and healthy. He's just beautifully behaved once again, so I always give him a good rap and I can't knock him.
Good luck to the Sunflower Syndicate. They're pumped up and ready to go. Savvy 9 on screen now. Jenny, just a one-time winner, probably a little too rich, I'm thinking, for him today.
I think so too. He's always been a very solid-bodied horse. He tends to want to throw his head around a fair bit in the parade, but there's not too much sinister. He's got a couple of handlers on him, and so he's got loads of strength, but he does just get a bit agitated.
Okay, that is Savvy 9 at number 10. He's in the market at 63 and 6s. Geoglyph now, Jenny. Another Japanese raider here, William Buick rides. He is a Group 1 winner of the Japanese 2,000 guineas.
Yeah, look, he's parading nicely. You go back 2 starts ago, I quite liked his win 2 starts ago, but I thought he'd been a little disappointing since. But he looks really fit. He's behaved himself well. He's got good muscle strength in the shoulder, and he does walk out cleanly, so he's good.
Tosh, how do you see him performing today? Your first trip away, just a 3-year-old, but he was really good, I thought, on the 2,000 guineas. Exactly,
Tom. As you said, he's a 2,000 guineas winner. Satsuki Show, the first leg of the Japanese Triple Crown, over 2,000 meter. So he is running over his preferred distance this time around. So I believe there's a chance to outrun his price this time around.
Le Papale on screen. Jenny ran 6th in this race last year behind Love's Only You, and Joe Moreira rides from Barrier 1.
Yeah, so a ride for Joe. She looks a little bit tense. She was sort of a bit tucked up a little bit before, and now she's sort of mellowing out a touch. But you can see she's got the head high there. She's a very fit-looking horse, just slightly warm around the flank area, but not lacking for fitness.
There's not much of her either, though, Tosh, is there? 977 pounds. She's quite a small horse.
Exactly, she's a compact filly, but she's an incredibly consistent filly and drawn well in stall 1. And, she's a filly that, typically runs well fresh. And I believe she's one to watch with Joan Moreira. If she runs, replicate her form in the Osaka High, she's a leading contender. Yeah, she ran 6th last year, so you think on her work and everything during the week that she can improve coming into this again? Exactly, she runs well, usually she needs time and a break, and this is, she got 2 months break from the last time out, Mainichi Okan. So I believe, she loves 2,000 meter. This is a chance for her. Jenny's top 4 shortly. Paul, give us a rundown on the market as they head to the start for the Cup.
Yeah, Penthalassa 5.7, 1.8 Romantic Warrior, 6.3 Jackdaw, 52 Order of Australia, 21 Russian Emperor, 31 Denon the Kid, 33 Torbian Diamond, 70 Kaying Star, 42 Money Catcher, 64 79 Geo Griff at 24, and Leah Papali, she's at 9.6.
Does look good again here, so he makes it in. So I've gone 2, 8, 11 and 9.
2, 8, 11 and 9 from Jenny Mark as they come down in front of you, down in front of the stands here for the 2,000 metre starting point. The Longines Hong Kong Cup. Is it the hometown hero in terms of Romantic Warrior or the Japanese to take this race once again?
On the Japanese here, Tom, with Panther Lasser. You know what you'll get, and hopefully they ride the horse the same way as what they did in the Tenno Show Autumn, when he was a mile in front and it took Equinox to run him down. Jack Daw couldn't get past him, although he was beaten by Jack Daw 2 runs ago. He's drawn 8, so Yutaka Yoshida, I'm sure he's going to launch him at some stage. It's just a matter of how they ride him. He doesn't always do that. He goes forward, but he doesn't get out with a lead like he did at Tokyo last time. If he does, it's going to be one heck of a spectacle here. 2 Romantic Warrior, what a horse. Just does not lie down. Even when he ran 4th, it was a massive performance. He's just the total package, Romantic Warrior. That's why he's 1.8. 3 Jack Daw, as mentioned, beat Panther Lasser 2 starts ago. And through the 11 in Geoglyph. So much respect for the Japanese in this race. They've got a really good record over the last 3 years. And Geoglyph comes here out of a 9th behind Equinox and also Panther Lasser in the Tenno Show last time. Good enough, though, to win the Japanese 2,000 guineas earlier in the year. You'll get a side anyway, Paul. 1, 2, 3 and 11.
Yeah, I'm with the Japanese as well, but I'm with a different one. I'm with Denon the Kid. Look, I think he's a big price. He's 28 and 5. He's been very consistent in his last 3 starts in Japan. The second over the 1,600 metres in the Mole Championship was very good, I thought. And he hit the line really strongly. Up to the 2,000 looks ideal. He was a Group 1 winner as a two-year-old over 2,000 metres as well. So at 29 and 5.1, I'm happy to go each way on the 6 to beat the other Japanese, Jack Daw, the son of Morris. Again, he did beat Panther Lasser 2 starts ago. He's in there for second. The hometown hero, Romantic Warrior, of course, he should be unbeaten. He's 8 from 9, isn't he? And he's a very good horse, and he's got his opportunity to stamp his mark here. And then Geo Griff, the other Japanese, in for 4th. So 6, 3, 2 and 11 for me there, Tom.
Yeah, I'm with Romantic Warrior. Love the horse. Don't love the price, however. 1.7 now. Back out to 1.8. I think he's incredibly short here because there's some genuine stars in this race to face off against him this afternoon. Romantic Warrior, Danny Shum, James McDonald. So good last time out. I wonder if maybe 2,000 metres first up, if that might have taken the edge off him. But look, I don't think they can use that too much of an excuse here. It's such a fantastic run first up. Economical, puts himself into the right spots, and he just travels so well. James McDonald, Danny Shum. Got him on top ahead of 3 Jack Daw. I like 1 Panther Lasser. What are we going to get from Panther Lasser this afternoon? And number 6 in the race. And that, of course, is Denon the Kid. I think he's a smoky in the race here. He's in the market at 28 and 5. So those are my numbers, 2, 3, 1 and 6. Nick's numbers, 2, 3, 1 and 12 for Nick. 2, 3, 1 and 12. So Nick also siding with Romantic Warrior. Recap from the paddock, please.
Yeah, look, I had to go with him. He paraded beautifully once again, Romantic Warrior. So it's going to be his toughest test here today, and he's up against some stiff opposition, but he looks really well. So he's on top for me. From Kaying Star, number 8. This horse always parades well. He does like to get his own way on the lead, and I doubt that that's going to happen here with the likes of Panther Lasser and a few of the others that like to be up there. Jack Daw's another one. But he might be able to get a decent sit, but he was presented well, so he goes in on looks. Next best is the 11, one of the Japanese horses, Geoglyph. I thought he presented nicely. He's smooth in his action. He's a very fit and healthy-looking horse. And then I thought number 9 was next best, and that's Money Catcher. Now, he's probably out of his league here, but he always presents well, and I'm doing my job on looks, and he's the next best. So 2, 8, 11 and 9. 2,
8, 11 and 9. Look at those great drone shots there from on the inside of the track here at Sharton. Huge crowd enjoying the Turf World Championships. Tosh Onikubo joining us from Netkeeper out of Japan. Who's your pick here, Tosh?
Thank you so much, Tom and Jenny.
Who's your selection?
Oh, yeah. Actually, my selection would be, Panther Lasser, number 1. And then underrated 2 Japanese horse, Geoglyph and Ray Papare, 11 and 12. And if I need to pick one more, yeah, it's a good question, but I would go with Jack Daw, all the Japanese.
All the Japanese.
Yeah, I think 5 Japanese contenders are, bringing a very, very genuine Japanese form lines. And I wouldn't be surprised, if they are, if they are highly involved in the finish.
How do the Japanese at home see the Hong Kong Cup? How do they rate the Hong Kong Cup? Is it high on their to-do list?
It is, definitely, one of the, richest race in the world and the highest graded, the pinnacle of the racing and the international of the, flavor of the international horses and the industry. I think Japanese, love to win the Hong Kong Cup.
Okay, Paul, give us the play here and what's happening in the market.
Yeah, plenty you can do here. I've gone with one of the Japanese at a price, Dan and the Kid, 28 and 5.1 each way. But there's a lot of Quinella money going through Jack Daw, who's 6.6, 1.9. Romantic Warrior just keeps getting backed and backed. He's on a win line. He's now into 1.7 the local, so he's come up really short. So if you don't like him, there's plenty of a value outside him. He's now up to 1.8, but he's pretty short here. Panther Lasser keeps coming in. He's the top-rated Japanese horse. He's into 5.2. Jack Daw 6.1.
Tosh, we've seen horses like Asian, Hikari, Morris, Windbright, Normcore, Love's Only You. Is this brigade that Japan have brought over this year, are they any bit as good as those horses?
Yes, Japanese horses are always, pretty competitive in the world stage, and we proved that, recent years, as you mentioned, those horses, and this year, yes, they would be competitive in this field.
And Tosh, we've seen so many of your good horses go on to be fantastic sires as well, likes of Lord Kenaloa, and, there's a host of the Morris, they seem to the quality just continues to improve there. Would that be right?
Yes, Jenny, we people in Japan in the industry, they invest a lot, time and effort, and of course, for those, blood stocks, and we lost, unfortunately, Deep Impact, but and still we got Lord Canaloa, Morris, and recently, Kit Sunblock, etc. So Japanese are still, rising, I'd say.
The light is flashing. 1.8 here for Romantic Warrior. James McDonald and Danny Schumer. I mentioned those names before. Asian, Hikari, Morris, Windbright, Normcore, Love's Only You. That means Japan has now won 5 of the last 7 Hong Kong Cups. Can they win another one here? The hometown hero is the favourite, Mark, as we come to you for the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
Thank you, Tom. They represented Japan by Panther Lasser, Jack Daw, Denon the Kid, and also Geoglyph. So that is... the 4 from Japan who are looking to keep that fantastic record going in this race. Panther Lasser, will he get out with a big lead like he did in the 10-0 show last time? We'll know soon as Order of Australia goes in. There's Place Money, Jack Daw and Denon the Kid. Money Catcher's now ready. Romantic Warrior out behind the line. The last of 4 Group 1s for the Turf World Championships. Denon the Kid comes up. We wait for Kaying Star, Romantic Warrior and Tourbillon Diamond. They'll be ready for race number 8. Here is Romantic Warrior for James McDonald coming forward. He's 1.8 and 1.2. Tourbillon Diamond to complete the line. Win Money the 6 and also the 11. They're ready. Racing in the Cup. And Romantic Warrior jumped first. Panther Lasser was only midfield away and is now being stoked up with Kaying Star on his outside. Money Catcher hunting up to make a line of 4 at the first turn, but Panther Lasser has designs on the lead and he rolls to the front. Russian Emperor a little closer today around Le Papale. Down on the Kid 3 wide from Jack Daw. Then came Geoglyph from Order of Australia. Savvy 9 and Tourbillon Diamond. Panther Lasser held back to the field as he turns to the back by the Shingmun River and leads a length over Kaying Star. Money Catcher 3rd and Le Papale sneaking up onto the heels of Panther Lasser. 3 lengths Romantic Warrior Jack Daw. Russian Emperor next from Geoglyph down on the Kid. He's been able to get in 1 off the rail. 2.5 Order of Australia, Savvy 9 and Tourbillon Diamond. Panther Lasser, it's not the tear-away lead we saw in the 10-0 show. He leads by a length over Kaying Star at the 1,000. Le Papale for Joe's running 3rd the rail. And a length and a half away, 4th is Money Catcher. Then Jack Daw. Next Romantic Warrior, the local favourite, 5 off the lead, 1 off the rail. Geoglyph, Russian Emperor next. 3 lengths Denon the Kid, Savvy 9, Order of Australia under pressure, and Tourbillon Diamond is last. The leader is Panther Lasser in the Cup. He's got 6.50 to go, the Japan runner. He's out by 3/4 Kaying Star. Le Papale's had a terrific run. Then Money Catcher, Jack Daw. McDonald hooks to the outside now with Romantic Warrior. And Russian Kaying Star, Money Catcher, Romantic Warrior. He's travelling sweetly as he claimed the other pair. Tourbillon Diamond next, and then came Denon the Kid. But He's well clear in the Hong Kong Cup. He's 3 lengths over Money Catcher. Denon the Kid. He is the perfect racehorse, Romantic Warrior, and he's now a Hong Kong Cup winner. Romantic Warrior by 5 for James McDonald. Then Money Catcher, Russian Emperor, Tourbillon Diamond, Geoglyph, and they were followed in then by Jack Daw. Next home, Le Papale, Kaying Star, Panther Lasser, Savvy 9 and Order of Australia. Get out the dictionary, look up perfect racehorse, you'll see a picture of Romantic Warrior. 1.8 and 1, and he has ripped them apart in the Hong Kong Cup. James McDonald for Danny Shum has won by 5. Denon the Kid has run second, horse number 6 for Japan. He's made ground. And he's run into second for Yuichi Kitamura. And Money Catcher, the 9, Sylvester Asosa, at 7.4 for a place. He hasn't just won that. He's ripped out their hearts and jogged it. The most James had to do was stand up in the irons and salute Romantic Warrior. What an animal. He's been overshadowed somewhat by Golden 60. Well, he shouldn't be anymore, because he is just a complete package. Money Catcher 3rd. Tourbillon Diamond might have got the head down to run 4th in front of Russian Emperor, but it is all about one horse. It is Romantic Warrior. He was halfway down the back before James has pulled him up. There's Denon the Kid running into second. Money Catcher, he just keeps going. Good races in 3rd spot. Panther Lasser, very disappointing. He didn't get out with that tearaway lead today. They've gone 159.7. It's 4.5 by a half. It's a one-act affair. Romantic Warrior. He is very much the new champion of Hong Kong, certainly of the staying ranks. We've still got Golden 60 in California Spangle. This guy, Nick, sits rightly right beside them.
He certainly does, Mark. James McDonald's just made his way back. He said one word, and it was superstar. James, well done.
Yeah, that was a superstar performance, wasn't it? So, keep walking, please. He put himself in a great spot, fast from the gates. Switched off, and that Danny Shumi's had him in tip-top order the whole time.
James, just past the winning post, the Japanese horse Panther Lasser crossed you. You had to take back. Did that take him out of his comfort zone early at all?
Not really. Because I began so well, I was controlling the air, and he did cross me quick. But he's so adaptable, this horse. He can nip up pretty quickly, and that's what he did.
The world's best jockey rides a lot of very good horses. How good's this one?
Yeah, he's very, very good. He's just got a great attribute of switching off and a great turn of foot. But his best attributes is taking a position.
James, well done. Enjoy the moment. Great to see you in the winner's circle here at this meeting.
Yeah.
Romantic Warrior has just demoralised a quality opposition here for the Longines Hong Kong Cup of 2022. $34 million in prize money here. 19.38 goes the way of this guy. What a sensational victory. Let's relive it again.
They're ready. Racing in the Cup. And Romantic Warrior jumped first. Panther Lasser was only midfield away and is now being stoked up with Kaying Star on his outside. Money Catcher hunting up to make a line of 4 at the first turn, but Panther Lasser has designs on the lead and he rolls to the front. Russian Emperor a little closer today around Le Papale. Denon the Kid 3 wide from Jack Daw. Then came Geoglyph from Order of Australia. Savvy 9 and Tourbillon Diamond. Panther Lasser held back to the field as he turns to the back by the Shingmun River and leads a length over Kaying Star. Money Catcher 3rd and Le Papale sneaking up onto the heels of Panther Lasser. 3 lengths Romantic Warrior Jack Daw. Russian Emperor next from Geoglyph, Denon the Kid. He's been able to get in one off the rail. 2.5 Order of Australia, Savvy 9 and Tourbillon Diamond. Panther Lasser, it's not the tearaway lead we saw in the 10-0 show. He leads by a length over Kaying Star at the 1,000. Le Papale for Joe's running 3rd the rail. And a length and a half away, 4th is Money Catcher. Then Jack Daw. Next Romantic Warrior, the local favourite, 5 off the lead, 1 off the rail. Geoglyph, Russian Emperor next. 3 lengths Denon the Kid, Savvy 9, Order of Australia under pressure, and Tourbillon Diamond is last. The leader is Panther Lasser in the Cup. He's got 6.50 to go, the Japan runner. He's out by 3/4 Kaying Star. Le Papale's had a terrific run. Then Money Catcher, Jackdaw. McDonald hooks to the outside now with Romantic Warrior. And Russian Emperor is next. Panther Lasser headed by Karying Star. Money Catcher, Romantic Warrior. He's travelling sweetly as he claimed the other pair. Torbjorn Diamond next, and then came Denon the Kid. But Romantic Warrior, he's well clear in the Hong Kong Cup. He's 3 lengths over Money Catcher. Denon the Kid, he is the perfect racehorse, Romantic Warrior, and he's now a Hong Kong Cup winner.
Brilliant, just brilliant. I don't know what else you can say about a performance like that, Jenny. Scoring at $18.50 and $10.10. I think I counted 4 slaps there from James. He's just got such a good turn of foot, this horse. Very economical in the run, and he's beaten up on a serious field today.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Joe Marura's had success on him. Karis Teeton hasn't been.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, look, he's done a lot of the hard yards on him, and James McDonald's just given this horse the absolute perfect ride right throughout that race. The horse was far too good. He is a serious racehorse.
He is. That's now Paul. 9 wins from 10 starts, a second Group 1 victory, and this is certainly the strongest of them.
Oh, definitely. And didn't he win with such authority as well? And like, exciting going forward, isn't it? What can you say? It was just such a dominant win, and he just won so well. Perfect ride from James McDonald. Got the horse in a nice place. When he got out into the clear, it was a good night nurse, and away he went.
There's the photo for a 4th with Torbjorn Diamond just bobbing out Russian Emperor there over the final stages, and we can see Romantic Warrior staying pretty calmly down there. Tosh Onikubo from the Netkeeper still with us. Connections would be no doubt delighted Tosh with the weight down on the kid has run, even though he's a bit slow out of the gates today.
Yeah, he proves his form. The last time out, Mile Championship was, seems great form, and he proves it. But it was a disappointing result for Japanese, perhaps. But respect to the Hong Kong, local horses, Romantic Warrior, what a performance he did.
Obviously, Panther Lasser performing below par on what Connections were expecting today.
Yes, definitely wasn't what we expected. This is his 3rd time out this autumn campaign. Probably condition wasn't best, compared to the Tenno Show last time out.
Yeah, he was a little bit slow out of the gates, but he has been a little slow out in some of his other runs as well, hasn't he? But he was able to get to the front, but I don't think anything would have beaten this horse today. He was just far too authoritative. He just won so easily. I must admit, I like the way Money Catcher went too, because I didn't think he had much of a chance. He looked fantastic. It was nice to see him run up to his looks.
He could actually be quite underrated, really. We maybe have not paid him enough credit in the past, because he was a bit of a gunner for a part of his career, wasn't he, Jenny?
Oh, well, yes. I've always given him a rap, though. I've always put him into the top 4 on numerous occasions, because he always looks good, and he was beautifully prepared today, so he's run out of his skin.
Yep, he certainly has. He was able to win at Group 3 level a couple of starts ago. Paul, what did you make of some of the other runners in the wash-up?
I thought Denon the Kid, he ran really well. I was happy with him. He sort of got a little bit slow out, got a little bit cluttered up, and once he got into the clear, he hit the line really nicely. So I thought he went well. Torbjorn Diamond ran a good race. Russian Emperor wasn't far away either. Disappointing horses, Order of Australia, he was well back. Jackdaw was sort of midfield as well. Geogriff didn't do too much either.
Yeah, how do you think, Tosh, both of those horses, Jackdaw and Geogriff, what did you make of their performances today?
Most of them, until the middle of the racing, they are running well, but they didn't, show their turn of hurt. It just, this time around, not today is not their day.
No, certainly. Jenny, it's incredible to think that this is still Romantic Warrior's 4-year-old year.
Unbelievable, isn't it? And he has done absolutely everything right. And I think what James was saying there, he's just got such a great racing attitude, and Michael Kinane backed that up as well. So, of course, they were involved in the purchasing. He's one of the ISG graduates, of course, and he's been the very best of them so far.
Certainly goes down as the best ever to come through the international sale there, and we can see James McDonald, who was crowned the Longines World Best Jockey at a gala function here in Hong Kong on Friday evening, and I guess the world's their oyster, Paul, in terms of what they decide to do with this run now. They can keep picking off races here, or they can travel with him, because he just looks so cool and just does everything right.
He does, and he's young enough, right? He's still, as you say, still in his 4-year-old year as well. So he's still on the up.
I'm so excited, and so he should be too. What a great thrill winning the Longines Hong Kong Cup. And of course, James McDonald there. We had a wonderful shot just moments ago with James in slow motion on this winner. Look how balanced he is. He's voted the world's best jockey, and you can see why when you see that. We might get another glimpse of that later too.
Yep, and he was having a good look over at the big screen in the infield as they were coming down inside the last 100 metres just to see how clear he was. We can't forget Danny Shum's feet in this performance as well, Jenny, because he was first up at the 2,000 metres off what was described as a twisted leg, but Danny's just done everything right by the horse.
Yeah, look, he just took his time to get him going in this campaign. And first up over the 2,000 metres, well, we're all wondering whether or not he was able to do it, but wow, he was incredible on debut. And this was second up here today.
Let's head down to the presentation of the Longines Hong Kong Cup with MC Sarah Song.
各位來賓，浪琴香港杯頒獎儀式現在開始。
Ladies and gentlemen, the trophy presentation of the Longines Hong Kong Cup will now commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate the winning horse Romantic Warrior from Hong Kong, winning the Longines Hong Kong Cup. 浪琴香港杯嘅得主已經出爐啦，係由嚟自香港嘅浪漫勇士勝出嘅，恭喜晒 ！May we now invite Mr. KK Chan, the Chief Secretary for Administration of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to present the Longines Hong Kong Cup and a bronze horse statuette to winning owner Peter Lau Pak Fei, winning owner of Romantic Warrior。香港特別行政區政府政務司司長陳國基先生，而家主杯頒發俾我哋勝出頭馬浪漫勇士嘅馬主劉柏輝先生。咁當然啦，我哋唔少得我哋嘅駿馬銅像嘅 ，and of course our bronze horse statuette。麻煩陳國基先生幫我哋頒發呢一個嘅駿馬銅像，我哋有請唐小姐代表接受。Like to also invite Mr. KK Chan to present the bronze horse statuette to our winning trainer Danny Shum。我哋有請陳國基先生將駿馬銅像頒發俾我哋勝出頭馬嘅連馬師心 ，and of course James McDonald, our winning jockey。我哋嘅騎師麥道朗 and James was just recently crowned Longines World's Best Jockey 2022。What a day for James! May now invite Mr. Eddie Pang, Ambassador of Elegance, to present the Longines watch to our winning owner, Peter Lau Pak Fei。我哋而家有請浪琴優雅形象大使彭于晏先生啦，就將呢一隻咁靚嘅浪琴錶咧，就頒發俾我哋勝出頭馬嘅馬主劉柏輝先生㗎。And of course, we'd like to invite Eddie to present another watch to our winning trainer, Danny Shum。咁彭于晏先生現正咧就將另一隻浪琴嘅名貴腕錶頒發俾沈澤成先生。Thank you very much. Thank you, Eddie. Now I'd like to invite Miss Cecilia Kwok, Vice President of Longines Hong Kong and Macau, to present Longines watch to our winning jockey James McDonald。跟住我哋有請浪琴香港澳門區副總裁郭靜心小姐致送勝出嘅騎師。Thank you, Miss Kwok Yu. Ladies and gentlemen on stage, please hold for a group photo. And let's all take this photo with our trophy, the Hong Kong Cup. Let's step forward for this photo. 我哋望一望我哋所有嘅傳媒朋友 We're going to look at all the international media and media friends here today. And a huge congratulations again to Romantic Warrior, also an ISG horse winning this major international title. Congratulations. Huge round of our winning trainer and jockey. Ladies and gentlemen, now please rise and take off your hats for the national anthem of the winning country, the People's Republic of China. 跟住落嚟，我哋會播放勝出頭馬所屬國家中國嘅國歌，有請各位起立並隨舞。 trophy presentation and the 2022 Longines Hong Kong International Races is about to finish. Thank you for joining us here today, and we look forward to seeing you again all next year. 2022年浪琴香港杯嘅頒獎儀式已經圓滿結束，本年度嘅浪琴香港國際賽事亦都接近尾聲啦。再次多謝大家嘅支持同埋參與，約定大家明年見。
Following the Longines Hong Kong Cup, and we can see them go from the start here. So to keep an eye on Panther Lasser, he wasn't the quickest out of the gates, and then he gets stoked up in the early stages to go forward. And you can just see Romantic Warrior at this point, Paul, when he came around, just wanted to get a little bit fired up, but James McDonald did a good job there to get him back into his stride. Kaying Star going forward, and Money Catcher handy on the inside. You've got Lane Papale there with the Russian Emperor. Down on the kid, a little wide into that first turn from Jack Daw, Order of Australia. Well back also was Geoglyph, and then you've got Savvy 9 and Torbjorn Diamond back at the end. But Panther Lasser in front, setting up a good solid tempo.
He was, wasn't he? But he didn't go clear. Kaying Star was right on his heel there. Le Papali got a nice run just in behind, no excuses. There, Money Catcher got a perfect run and he stayed on nicely. You can see the eventual winner just behind him. That's Romantic Warrior. Jack Dora midfield there didn't do too much. Russian Emperor a little bit closer than we thought there. Midfield, Geoglyphs on his inside. Denon the Kid, he was going nicely and he ran on really well for second. Order of Australia didn't really get into the race. Torbjorn Diamond went all the way to the back. He ran on nicely, and Savvy 9 in there as well. But Panther Lasser was setting up the race at this stage. But you can see Romantic Warrior was going so well at this stage.
He certainly was. He's basically three back, one out here. A Money Catcher in front of him, and also a Kaying Star. Le Papale had a good trip. Jack Daw on the fence there next to Romantic Warrior. Panther Lasser been shaken up coming towards the home turn. Russian Emperor next to Geoglyph. And after missing the start down on the kid, he got a long way back, but he's beginning to look for a run in behind them now. Torbjorn Diamond scouting wider as they come into the straight. Panther Lasser can't go on. Kaying Star. Money Catcher's run the race of his life today, has Money Catcher, but they've all been reeled in here by a genuine star and Romantic Warrior, who's put them to the sword and put them to bed very, very quickly here. Down on the kid, running on. Kaying Star can't go on. Torbjorn Diamond out wider. Money Catcher still boxing on. Then you've got Geoglyph and Jack Daw, but James McDonald looking over to the inside, saluting to the crowd with Romantic Warrior too strong in the run to the wire. 25.34, 23.53, 23.51, 23.87, 23.45. All that was 159.7, and that all was inside standard.